Imagine, if you will, a night so dark it feels as if the universe itself has turned its back on you. Picture a town, small and isolated, swallowed whole by this unnatural darkness. The streets lay deserted, the houses a mere silhouette against the starless night. The usual night sounds, the crickets chorusing, the soft rustle of the night breeze, are eerily absent. Instead, an unsettling quietness reigns, so profound it feels like a heavy blanket, smothering the life out of the town. The animals, they're acting strange too. Domestic pets hide, their eyes wide with an unspoken fear. Even the wild ones, they've retreated into the shadows, their instincts sensing something amiss. It's as if every living creature is holding its breath, waiting for an inevitable doom. And then, as if the night wasn't strange enough, every mirror in town vanished, poof, without a trace. Now imagine waking up to find your reflection gone, your identity seemingly erased. It's the dawn of a new day in our quiet town, but the morning light uncovers an eerie mystery. Mirrors, once the silent keepers of our likeness, are now blank, void of any reflection. Confusion spreads like wildfire as people scramble to find their faces, their identities, but they are met only with the cold, empty stare of glass. The townsfolk, once a jovial community, succumb to a growing paranoia. The barbershop stands desolate, its patrons too afraid to trim their hair without their mirrored guide. The local beauty salon becomes a ghost town. Who would dare apply lipstick or mascara blindfolded? Fear transforms into a chilling dread. The townsfolk grapple with the unsettling absence of their self-image. Children cry out for their familiar faces. Mothers and fathers alike are lost in their own homes. In the mirrorless abyss, the townsfolk started to lose more than just their reflections. What if the worst monsters are those you cannot see? Consider this for a moment. The small town had been a sanctuary, a haven of peace until the shadows began to dance. It was subtle at first, a flicker here, a ripple there, barely noticeable. But then it grew. The shadows didn't just move, they seemed to breathe, to live. The townsfolk could feel it, the eerie stirring of the darkness around them. Simultaneously, whispers began to sweep through the wind. They were soft, almost inaudible, yet they echoed with a chilling menace that froze the soul. They were voices without bodies, tales without tellers, a symphony of spectral secrets that filled the air with an unshakable dread. But that wasn't the worst of it. The feeling of being watched, of unseen eyes boring into the back of your skull, was the most terrifying. It was as if the world itself had turned its gaze upon them, an unseen watcher in their midst. And then, it happened. The first sighting of the mysterious figure. It was not a clear view, never a full-on gaze. It was always at the edge of vision, a fleeting glimpse in the corner of one's eye, a figure both there and not there, a barely perceptible presence that added a face to the mirrorless nightmare. And then, they saw it. A figure, barely perceptible, always in the corner of their eyes, a spectre of the mirrorless nightmare. But what happens when the unseen wants to be seen? A chilling thought, isn't it? Perhaps it craves recognition, yearns for a confrontation. An impending standoff looms, a battle against a foe unseen yet felt. The air thickens with dread, each breath a testament to the growing fear. The figure is no longer a mere whisper in the dark, it's a scream in the silence. And as the figure grew bolder, the townsfolk knew. They were not alone in their mirrorless nightmare, but who or what was with them only time would tell.